Hello friends, welcome to our website automationcommunity.com. Today's aim is to understand how to link factory IO with our Siemens Tia Portal programming software. So let us begin. First of all, what I will do, I will create one basic scene in factory IO. And what will be the purpose of this basic scene? We will use one conveyor, belt conveyor, that will be on off using start and reset push buttons. So if we press start push button, conveyor will start, and we press reset push button, then conveyor will stop. For better animation, we will also use the emitter and receiver for dropping the box on the conveyor, so we can visualize the movement of conveyor. So this is the simple application, but our main purpose is to understand that how we can link our factory IO with Siemens Tia Portal software without using any hardware. So let us see further. Now here we don't require to do any wiring, but in case if you want to learn how the wiring of input output is done in Siemens PLC, so you can see from this diagram. First of all, we have to give power supply to the PLC. So here we have given line neutral, that is single phase supply, that is the main power supply of this PLC. After that, here if we can see, the PLC gives us 24-volt output. By using these terminals only, what we will do, first of all, we will use this 0 volt and we will apply it to the common terminal of inputs. So here 1M indicates the common terminal for these digital inputs. Now L plus is the positive 24-volt. So we will connect it to each input, and through that input the wire will go to particular input. For example, start button. So we have connected it to input number 0. So its address will be I0.0. Similarly, the reset button, other wire is connected to input number 1. So its address will be I0.1. Similarly, here in the output, what we have done, here 1L indicates the common of the outputs. So we have given 24-volt to the common of these outputs. Now at one terminal of each output, you can see we have connected the 0 volt like this. Now whenever the output 0.0 will be on, so what will happen? Internally, this is giving 24-volt supply to this 0 number terminal. Through that, 24 will come to conveyor, and in this way conveyor will be on. So this is the simple input output wiring. Now let us understand the logic of this program. What will be the logic of our program? Simple. We will make the latching circuit by using start and stop button, and we will latch one memory bit. Why memory bit? Because I have more number of outputs. So with the memory bit, I will turn on the conveyor motor and start indicator. And also I have to start emitter and remover that I have shown over here, this emitter and remover. So we also have to give start pulse for this also. So here in the wiring, you can't see emitter and remover because in the real life, we don't have emitter and remover. We have actual boxes, but for factory IO simulation, we have to keep this for getting box on the conveyor. So that's why here in the logic, we have to write logic for emitter and remover also. Besides this, in order to link our programming with factory IO, we have to copy paste one function block that is already created logic to link our TIA portal with factory IO. So that I will show you. So without wasting a time, let us start creating the factory IO scene, and later we will do the programming in Siemens Tia Portal. Very quickly, I am starting my factory IO software from here. So friends, now we have to click on the new file. You can see a new file is created. Now there are three kind of navigations that you can see from here. So normally I am using this one, fly camera. So what happened, by right click, you can adjust the angle like this. So by scrolling your mouse, you can adjust the height, and with the arrow keys on your keypad, you can go forward, zoom in and zoom out, and left, right like this. Okay. So this is my perspective, or we can say camera. Now here there are the all items. If you don't see it, click on this bar click on this icon palette window. So from here we can drag and drop our items. So first of all I need 4-meter conveyor. So select and drag it to our. This way we can move it in horizontal direction. So place where you want to place it. With the right click you can adjust the angle like this. The scroll you can adjust your height. Let me adjust like this. I am using my arrow keys and now scrolling my mouse down. So what else I want? I want emitter. You can see this is the emitter. So now I have drag and drop over here. But you can see I can only move in horizontal direction. So if you want to move in vertical direction, hold this object with left key on the mouse and press V from your keyboard and then drag it in the vertical direction. I repeat, you have to, let me do it again. First you have to select the object, then hold it with the left key of your mouse and press V for vertical in keypad, and then you can move it in vertical axis. Okay, so now I will place it over here like this. For a better perspective we can change our angles so we can better place our objects. So in similar way, what I will do, I will place my emitter. So with right click I am adjusting my view and again with right arrow key. Now I will place my emitter. So first move in the horizontal, then select, press left key on the mouse and press V from your keypad. If you don't understand, don't worry. Just select this, right click over here and here select vertical trans and move like this, you can see. So in this way also you can move in vertical direction. Now again we will move in horizontal direction. Now what we need buttons. So first here there are all the items, or by clicking over here you can see items in category wise. So here just go to operators, so you can see all the buttons. So first I want start button, so I will select this, bring it over here. Now again I want to move it in vertical direction. So right click over here, select this, right click over here, select vertical trans and like this you can move. Okay, so let me zoom in. So you can see this is our start button. Similarly I will use reset button to stop this conveyor. So just drag and drop like this and then right click vertical trans and move it in vertical direction. So because we have to first move this like this, again right click vertical trans. Okay, still we have to move it outside and then right click vertical trans. Now it's okay. Put over here like this. So this is our reset button, you can see, and this is the stop button. Now again let us zoom out. So we have successfully created our factory IO scene. So let me minimize this. Now we have to do programming in our Siemens Tia Portal. So I am opening my Siemens Tia Portal from here. Let us click on the create new project. So this is our first topic. So I will just write topic 1 and we can select our desired saving location. Select my location. Just click on the create button. So first of all, we have to click on configure device. Click on add new device. So here we have to use our CPU only. So from here we can select S1200 CPU models and we will just use the basic model, that is first one, and here I will use this third one because the difference is the version. It is very important. In order to do simulations we have to use version above 4.0. okay, so here this thing is very important, version 4.2. Now double click over here, so this will be added to our project. So here there are the details about, there is 6 digital inputs, 4 digital outputs, 2 analog inputs. So these are the details. Based on this we can select our CPU model. So this is adding CPU to our project. So the important thing is device overview. Whenever you select any CPU model, so it is not input and output address always are not same. So based on the model, this thing changes. So from here we can see the input and output addresses. So input address starts from 0, that is 0, 0.0, 0, 0.1 like that. And for analog input, input address starts from 0, that is 0, 0.0, 0, 0.1 like that. Same for the output. And analog input address are 64 and 67. Right now we don't need this in our current project, just for your idea. So we have to just start our programming. So go to programs block from here. Click on the main OB1 as discussed earlier. First of all, I have to copy paste one already created function block. So minimize your TIA portal and again open the TIA portal like this. Because if you go to open project and then it will not able to open both projects simultaneously. So first minimize and again start TIA portal like this. So what I will do, I will share this sample project file with you. The details of the files will be given in the description. You can download file from that. So you have to open this file. So this is the sample template file. Open this, write PLC program. You can see there is one function block. So we have to copy paste this function block to our project. So select this, right click and select copy. Now open our project, that is this one. And here come to this area and right click over here. Go to paste. So you can see that function block is copy paste in our current project. Now we can close this one as this is not required now. But you can see the function block is copy paste in our current project. Now before going for ladder programming, let us write our PLC commands so that we can do from PLC tags and go to default tag table, double click over it. So I have just double click over it and we have to write our commands like start push button. So let us write like this, start push button. Address will be I0.0, that is okay. By default it is I0.0. Now reset push button. Okay, again press enter. By default it will take the address. Now here there comes our outputs. So our S in our PPT, our first output was conveyor. So press enter. So here we have to change. So outputs are denoted with Q and here it will be Q0.0. Here comes start light indicator. So I will write start indicator. Then there comes reset indicator. If the conveyor will be off, then this indicator will glow. After this, there comes emitter for getting box on the conveyor and remover for taking out the box from conveyor. So these are the input outputs of this project. Now again, click on the main OB where we will write our ladder programming. So first of all, select over here and select this empty box. So we have to write FC9000, that is the number of our function block, and press enter. What will happen? This function block will be activated, that will link our project to factory IO. And here we will start our programming. So as I told you, we will make latching circuit. So its address will be I0.0. Here, because we have to latch, select this and again one contact. So this will be our one memory bit M0.0 that we will latch and we have to link it over here. Now here we want one NC reset button. Here we want one NC block, which is our reset button, that is I 0.1, I 0.1. And here again in the output, I will select one memory bit as a output coil, that is M 0.0. So this is my simple latching circuit. With this latching circuit, what I will do, I will turn on my outputs and indicators. So again here, let me select this NO contact. So this is my memory bit. This is on. What should be on? First of all, my conveyor should be on. So conveyor is Q 0.0. Okay. Now with this, I want to turn on other outputs. This. So that will be my start indicator. What was that? Q 0.1. Come to here and select this. There are other two outputs also. So that are Q 0.3 emitter and remover. Again, last one, that is remover. So that is Q 0.4. Enter. We'll use one more network for reset indicator. So here I will use NC block of M 0.0. That is, if my output is not on, then what should on? My set indicator should on. Okay, one I have to delete. So here I will write Q 0.2. That is my reset indicator. So if my process is not on, that means M 0.0 will be off, and if this is off, then what should happen? Reset indicator should glow. So this is very simple ladder logic. Now let us test our logic. Now friends, what we will do? We will open our PLC SIM software, and we have to turn it on from here. So our simulator will start. Now minimize this and again open your TIA portal. First of all, open this function block that we have copied from sample file. So we have to compile this first of all. So click over here to compile the logic. Without compiling, it will show download error. So that's why it is necessary. Now again go to main OB. Here also we have to click compile for our ladder programming. So we have to compile our main OB and our function block. After that, click on the download button. You have to click on this load button. Here in the bottom, we can see the status. Click on the finish. To click on go online. If all the green signals will come, then our project is online successfully. So let us see. You can see all the lights have turned to green. That means everything is correct. Now open your factory IO. We will go to file, then go to drivers. So here we will select Siemens S7 PLC SIM. So by default, it is showing me something like this. We can customize this by going to configuration. So we want outputs or inputs starting from 0, but right now I only want 4 inputs and 4 outputs. So that we can customize from here, and 2 analog input and 2 analog output, and again click over backwards. So it will show you like this. Connect our input output over here. So first input is our start button. So you can drag and drop like this. So in this way, we are connecting our input output to our CPU. Now first output was our belt conveyor, that is connected to Q 0.0. After that, start light indicator, start button light, that is our Q 0.1. Then reset button indicator, that will be Q 0.2. And you can see we will require one more output. So again go to configuration and at the output select phi, because we have to connect our emitter and remover at Q 0.3 and 4. So we have connected all our input and outputs to our factory IO driver. In order to connect with our PLC SIM, first of all, open your PLC SIM simulator and we have to run our CPU. After this is run, okay, minimize this and we can click on connect button in factory IO. Now come backwards. You can see a green tick mark over here. That means our simulator is connected to our factory IO. Now there is start and pause the simulator button. So let us start our simulator from here. So you can see a box with palette has come over here, and if we go closer, you can see the reset button light is glowing. We have to long press this start button and the conveyor will start. So let us do that. I will long press this. You can see this light off and the start button light turned on, and you can also see the conveyor has also turned on. So I know this is very basic project, but the main aim of this video was to understand how we can link our factory IO with Siemens Tia Portal without any hardware. Now let us check for off operation also. So again, if I long press this reset button, you can see conveyor stopped and reset light, that is off button light, is also on. Let us again start this. So you can see start indicator on and conveyor is also on. We can also check status of ladder programming. So let us minimize this or minimize this like this. From here, click on the monitor button. So we can monitor our ladder like this. You can see. So if I press this push button, this will turn off. Okay, do like this. So see, if I press this reset button, these outputs are turned off. If I press start button, outputs are turned on. Similarly, we will observe our latching circuit. So if I press reset button, you can see network is turned off. Let me see if I can show you whole network. So now if I will press this start button, see the network is energized, and if I press reset button, the network is turned off. So I hope you like this video. If you want to learn more examples in the factory IO, show your interest by liking and subscribing our YouTube channel, and meet you in the next video with another interesting example in the factory IO and Siemens TIA portal.